Welcome to episode 69 of Pathfinder, Wrath of the Righteous, Giggity. One of our armies here. Looks like they're in proximity to a gang of plagued animals. So, I will give this a quick save and see how it goes. Saving. Gotta love those initiative checks. Um. Okay, apparently they're immune to that. Oh! Oh, the humanity. Look! God, body parts are flying everywhere. Oh man, it's gonna be hard to get over this, I tell you. Don't. During the First World War, the German and Russians once had to lay down their arms and team up against a pack of wolves. They were starving and were driven mad by the scent of blood. Oh boy. Good try. Awesome. It's crazy. Oh, could you let 3 of them survive? Everybody's dead, but we made it! That cost me 640 of these little guys here. 16 of these. A pack of plague beasts had settled in what remained of an ancient war camp. As one Crusader Bard told us, the camp likely belonged to warriors who followed Arudin into battle against demonic invasion around 300 years ago. After clearing up the camp, Crusaders collected everything of value and left. Deela is quietly, her hands clasped together. She sighs softly, and there's a faraway look in her eyes. You can see from her troubled expression that something is bothering her. There you are, Durden. I'm just here, waiting. Arsino is going to unite the souls with the bodies. Just a little longer and we can put all this behind us. She looks down her hands despondently. How long will we have to wait? Not long. Arsino is just taking a few precautions. She wants to make sure everything goes smoothly when souls return to their bodies. She'll call us when everything's ready. What's bothering you? Oh, where do we even start? There's a lot on my mind. But hey, Durden, there's something I have to ask. All of these souls will be returned to their bodies soon, and that means Curl will be free. But what if that's confirmed that he really did work with the cultists? What will you do to him? I'd like to hear his side of the story before I make a decision. Suppose he does admit to working with the cultists. What if he claims he was forced to help them, that it threatened his life? What then? I know it's all hypothetical, but I'd like to know what you would do. That is really important to me. Well, he was acting under coercion, so that would be a mitigating factor. So he bears some of the blame for what happened. If others are pressuring him, he acted out of fear for his life, and he deserves to be shown leniency. Now let me ask you something else. How do you feel about me? The part I played in all of this. I talked everyone into going to the Houndheart's camp to get the ring. I protected Curl from Lane's blade and saved his life. I'm the reason he, or rather the demon that took his body, got away. It's my fault that we didn't find out about the jewelry being dangerous. We could have prevented the theft of many other souls if it hadn't been for me. When we were in the Molten Scar, Jen asked me if I was the reason she deserted. She said that I had pushed her to play the hero, to take challenges she wasn't prepared to face, and that's why she fled in panic. I'm just glad I managed to remain friends with Ilan. We were able to help him and Kiana, even though we were tangled up in the schemes of those demon-worshipping cultists. So many things have happened, Durden, and I don't know what to think. In moments of doubt, paladins are supposed to find certainty the words of their oath. So here I am, repeating words of the code over and over. I will be temperate in my actions, and I will guard the honor of my fellows. I will earn the weight of my sword. Without my heart to guide it, it is worthless. My strength is not my sword, but in my heart. If I lose my sword, I have lost a tool. If I betray my heart, I have died. So, what is the weight of my sword? Only idiots think they are infallible. I may not be the smartest person in the room, but I hope I have at least some measure of self-awareness. I need to reflect on everything I've done, on what kind of person I've become. You lack discipline? Oh, black and white, so... You always try to help others do the right thing. There's no reason for you to feel ashamed. Nothing wrong. Thank you, I need to hear that. Greetings, Commander. I'm glad you were here. We are ready to turn the stolen souls to their bodies and bring these poor people back to life. We will need to help them get over their initial shock, and your presence will undoubtedly help ease their transition. First, however, I need your companion, Sela. Everyone is waiting for you. Me? Why? Because we want you to set the souls free. We all agreed that you should be the ones to do it. After all, you saved these people. You should be the one to bring them back to life. You're confusing me with someone else. I'm Sela, the block-headed paladin. I'm no hero. Like I said, it was a collective decision. We all agreed that it should be you and the loved ones of the victims. The Hound hurts myself, and I'm not going to go back and ask them to find someone else, so stop arguing, let's go. Ellen and Kiana fall into each other's arms, heedless of everyone else around them. Come on, let's give them some space, Sela says. Well, the two of you were right. We're glad too, but I'm very displeased with the way my wedding ended. We didn't even get to enjoy our wedding night together. It's all because of those damn demons. Kiana, my love, let's discuss that later. We don't want to embarrass the Commander. Well, I just wanted to say thank you, Commander. Thank you for everything you've done for us. We'll accept your gratitude in the form of strong drinks, but we'll wait to celebrate until after we've defeated demons. So long, my friends. Enjoy the moment of happiness, but don't get too carried away. What else here? Curl. You see Curl standing among those who've been rescued. He is looking around awkwardly, shifting from one foot to another as if he's not sure what to do with himself. When he notices you and Sela, pales slightly, takes a step forward. I thank you so much for saving me from those demons. I want to hear your side of the story, but you need to tell me the truth. Alright, I'll tell you. I met this guy before the attack on Kennebrus. He said he felt sorry for me. We talked about the Condemned, and about how awful Crusaders were to me. He told me that I should take matters into my own hands, that I should be my own master and decide my own fate. When the demons attacked Kennebrus and the city fell to chaos, he found me again. He introduced me to a few of his pals and called himself a Templar of the Ivy Labyrinth. He told me to spy on the Crusaders who were trying to take the city back. I didn't want to help them, but they threatened me. They even cast a spell on me. Oh, I don't know what it was, but it felt like torture. I crawled up and sobbed like a baby. They told me city belonged to them now, that they'd kill me if I didn't cooperate, so I agreed. But I didn't want to, I swear, I really didn't. I wanted to run away, but I thought if I could just get some money, I could escape the city. I could go far, far away. Somewhere they'd never find me. Crusaders could deal with those cultists. I just wanted to be free. That's when I had the idea to steal Elan's ring. It could be worth a small fortune, and I needed the money. I didn't want to hurt Elan. I didn't want to hurt any of you. But I didn't know what else to do, so I took the ring and, well, the demon took control. I guess you know the rest. I was stuck in the ring, and the scumbag stole my body. Damn it, Crow, you could have told us you were being threatened by cultists, we would have helped. But I wanted freedom, Sela. I'll be honest with you, I'm not much of a crusader. Don't get me wrong, I'm glad I met you, Elan, and Jenna. I couldn't ask for better friends, but I'm not cut out for war. I don't like fighting demons, I don't want to die. That's too heavy a sentence for a simple thief. He has a point. The punishment should fit the crime. A harsh sentence won't change what's happened, and it won't turn him into a better person after everything he's been through. Oh no, man, I gotta play the alignment card, don't I? Look at an act of treason. It wasn't really an act of treason, he was... Well, you go, what will you do? Well, you can bet I'm not gonna steal the hobnob with cultists, I swear. It's for anything you like. I've been thinking about Kennebrass. It'll take a long time to build the city. I'm sure they can use extra pair of hands. They'd be a laborer until they learn an honest trade. Okay, you're pardoned then. Really? I mean, is that the honest truth? You have the most honest of truths. Cheer up, lad. It's all work out for you. I say this as former thief, hopefully to another. It doesn't really matter about my alignment now because I'm capped out on Paladin anyway. Commander, glad to see you back with us. Captain Hartman barely changed since your last meeting, and his glare is heavier than before. I have a few scares. You've arrived just in time. There is unrest within your forces once again. Unfortunately, once you returned, so did the weary. They are turning the soldiers against you. I'm afraid we're dealing with an open mutiny. They're agitating for the army to abandon Dresden and march to Iz, to Her Majesty's aid. We don't stop them. The outcome may be disastrous. Let's meet with the wary. I don't believe it will be hard to convince them their plan is pure madness. We'll gather loyal officers and send them to speak with the soldiers unarmed, and with an open heart, we'll convince them to turn their backs on the madmen and their mutiny. Mutinies must be suppressed with absolute severity. We are surrounded, all units engaged in revolt, and we arrest and hang the agitators publicly. They're loyal to the Queen, why didn't they leave with her instead of remaining in Dresden? I couldn't say, Commander. I believe we should talk to them and find out their reasoning and plan of action. I do agree. All this looks very suspicious. You have a great deal of respect for King Gallifrey, don't you? I'm a soldier. It's my duty to respect my superiors. I hold you in high esteem as well. How about a hug? Discuss our options in further detail. Sheila, what do you plan? Even if there's any doubts before, it's perfectly clear now the soldiers are not to blame for anything. They are being provoked by dishonorable officers. It would be a crime to turn our loyal troops against them. We, those who give the orders, must convince them, not with blades, but with words. We will appeal to their conscience and make them abandon this madness, no matter what inciters and their commanders say. Which mutineers unarmed to be infestation madness. I'm not going to discuss this plan of sorts. Rigo, what do you suggest? Revolt should be snipped in the bud. We'll surrender mutinous detachments and publicly execute the wary and all those convicted of instigation. If seditious tendencies persist, we do it again. It's the only way to ensure the troops' loyalty. What about you, Captain Hiram? I think their talks of a self-directed march are a bluff. Only lunatics would follow such a suicidal plan. When you talk to the wary and ask them what they really want. Oh, powerless mutineers. Alright. Sheila. Then none of our officers will refuse to address the army. May the goddess help us bring those poor souls to their senses. I'll keep you up to date on how things unfold. As soon as there are any developments, I will reconvene the council. Apologies, Commander, but an ambassador of a certain nation demands to see you, a nation that we consider to be our ally, at least until they came up with a outrageous proposition we're about to discuss. Isger greets you, Commander. My name is Nara Kor, my lord. Hedvend the Sixth, steward of Isger, bid me put myself at your disposal. Isger regards Mendev as a trusted and loyal ally, and our nation will not leave you in the hour of need. The war has brought chaos and the anarchy to the lands of Mendev, but will stand ready to come to your aid. The Isgari Expeditionary Corps is ready to assume the Council of Neuroscion and the larger Mendevian cities to restore order and a central authority. But to avoid a diplomatic misunderstanding, we ask that you accept our help and allow us to cross Mendev's borders. Mendev is quite capable of dealing with the issues without external help, Commander. I must ask you to send your own forces to the capital. Don't put the nation in the hands of foreigners. Saving Mendev benefits all nations of Avestan, so why does it have to be the only country that helps us? We'll ask our neighbors to send us their trusted servants. We will resolve the crisis and keep an eye on each other, preventing any temptation to exploit our lands and resources. Whatever coat of arms is on the banners of the people who bring order, it's all the same to me. If they can take care of the people, let them come and help. The Patriots should have thought about that back when their country wasn't plummeting into oblivion. Hear from the ambassador. Ask and explain our strategy, provide our view of the current situation, and vouch for the honesty of our intentions. Why do you think Mendev needs your help? Venetia suffered through grueling goblin wars, and I saw that they did to Isger. Right now, Mendev is worse off than my homeland was back then. The recent upheaval as the capital was just the first sign of insurrection. Soon the spark is in the provinces. The city garrisons can't maintain order. The best people went to the front lines, and only the incompetent stayed behind. The populace is evading taxes and drafts, and future harvests are at risk. There will be famine, then anarchy, and then Mendev will be no more. But we, Isger, remember the meaning of honor. Nations have agreed to support each other, and you didn't let Andorran rabble-rousers bring this friendship to ruin. We're willing to help. What do you gain from this? I'm an officer, so we won't mince words with you. Your Avestan shield. If you fall, the burden of this war will be ours to bear. Furthermore, we as Gary believe the necessity of order and discipline. Mendev's collapse will lead us to chaos. It will create new river kingdoms that will spread the plague that is anarchy, and therefore Mendev must endure for the good of all of us who are united in adherence to order. What conditions do you intend to insist us? A limited military contingent will take control of all major cities in Mendev. Sabotage and corruption will be eliminated, and authority over respective territories will be given the network of military security forces subordinate to headquarters of the Isgari army in Neuroscion. Naturally, our headquarters will cooperate with the Royal Council and act solely based on its approval. Once Neuroscion is capable of keeping Mendev under control, we'll head back home. Commands or indemnities will follow. Why do you need my permission to do that? Just follow the law, no matter how noble our intentions are. We have no right to interfere in the matters of another country. We need to be invited or be considered an intervention. No one except you has the authority to do it. The political status of the Royal Council is too questionable at the moment. Okay. So the Council has to say. Both members are aware that the fate of Mendev is at stake. Socio, elaborate on your idea. We invite one country to help, and we'll try to subjugate Mendev. We invite all of them, and everyone will be watching the others jealously, stopping them from taking what they shouldn't. Avestan wants stability, and if Mendev falls under the influence of any external power, that stability will be disrupted. No ruler will refuse to send their best representatives, otherwise they'll lose control of the situation. Together, those people will bring Mendev back into shape. And after that, who knows, they might even give some advice to our generals. But more importantly, they won't allow each other to profit off our misfortune. Lion, are you suggesting we allow Iskar Mendev's borders? I believe them. Mendev is too much of a prize when there's a demon army hanging out at its doorstep. If they wanted to expand their territory, they could have found an easier and wealthier target. So I don't think they're lying. It would be just too costly for them if Mendev were to fall. So here they are doing their duty as allies, and hey, we might meet a couple of brave warriors in the ranks of Isgari who will agree to join our war afterward. This country. Isgar was formed by the Expeditionary Force and has always served one purpose only, the expansion of Cheliax's territory. Do not delude yourself. For Isgari, Mendev will be just another seized region. Okay, Konami, what are you expecting? I'm not denying the fact Mendev is in the middle of a severe crisis, however, we must solve this problem on our own, without involving foreign powers. Neuroscience did all it could to help Dresden, and now it's time to reciprocate. I ask that you give the order to the newly formed detachment standing ready to set out for Dresden. March out Mendev's major cities instead. They will put things back in order by themselves and remind the people that the Crown's authority remains strong. I understand that you will have to hold out here without reinforcements till the disaster passes, such as cause for nation's salvation and independence. Fantastic idea. I'm sure soldiers will have plenty of time to put things in order before demons arrive. I mean, it's so embarrassing if it came neuroscience and said, oh, all these riots, what a mess. Okay. Yeah, who needs soldiers anyway? Commander has made himself clear. The patriotism of Nevian subjects is stronger than ever. We will deal with our problems ourselves. I doubt any power in Avestan will want to question his decision. We will know soon whether or not this decision was prudent. Will Mendev survive this crisis, or is it doomed to fall? Once the outcome becomes apparent, I will report to you immediately. Lord Baphomet has sent me to bring your head. You won't escape the Ivory Hunter. Your bones will join a myriad of others. Sick 'em!
No time for debates. That must have hurt.
Alright, so since I didn't have any cold iron weapons, I had to use their coup de grace ability.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
This war must end.
I'm all ears. Stand ready. I'll make my own
Good.
legend. Speak with your actions, not your words.
Ivory Hunter's key. I'm sure we'll make that later, won't we? +5, changer +5, Pathfinder +4, Spectrum +4. Alright, good haul there, at least. Alright, Desolate Thicket, what do you have for us?
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Still have it on turn-based mode, don't I?
Press the attack! You crossed the wrong mongrel.
Hello! No, Nenio, that's not for you. Why are you up there, Nenio? That's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're not on melee node. Why don't you all just get back there? He was an idiot. He deserved it. He was an idiot. He should have ordered Third World Moon. See, no problem. Those guys were hard for us at the beginning, but not so much now. Okay. What's this? Statue of a chicken created in an awful and absolutely non-insulting manner. What's this? A crumpled note says, "If you found this note, I want you to know art is pain. My name is Floggy the Sculptor, and the moment I was born, the goddess Shaylin struck me with the most horrible curse of all. She gave me a craving for art. Gave me sculptor's apprentice when I was 7, and by 25 I had already become a reputable and ambitious debutante. Alas, this didn't bring me any happiness. My first piece of art, a composition called The Last Azalantani Takes a Step into the Lands of the Axis, caused a stir, and most reactions were shouts of indignation. For some reason, the public decided that my depiction of Arodin bore a striking resemblance to the chairman of Absalom's Grand Council, Lord Wars. They accused me of being corrupt and subjected me to a shameful beating right at the grand opening. I attributed this calamity to my youthful inexperience and intend to turn my tables to avoid further accusations. I chose a topic that would pronouncedly distant from Absalom's realities, so I depicted the Tian goddess warrior Shuzuru. How could I have known that so many people from Tianzia live in Absalom? And why did none of them warn me that the name of the goddess is actually spelled and pronounced Shizuru, or that misspelling it is a great blasphemy? How could I suspect that one part of my audience would be outraged by the excessive bellicosity of my statue? The other would be insulted by its extreme femininity, and the rest would brand me a parasite trying to take money off and disguise cultural appropriation. Feeling desperate, I turned to abstractionism, and when the time had come to give me a name for my statue, I chose a random set of letters, consonants only, but caused even more trouble. That very night, a bunch of strangers clad in hooded black robes broke into my house, threatened me with daggers, and demanded that I never again try to depict their mysterious deity or mention one of its secret names. Having failed at gaining glory among the educated and sophisticated public, I fled north to Sarkoris. There, among simple people, my talent could finally blossom. I showed them wooden sculptures whose crude grotesqueness emanated strength and primordial power of the earth, things they were supposed to understand. So they beat me up for good measure and kicked me out of their settlement, right after they broke up my favorite chisel and spat in my travel bag. Until this day, I have no idea what I did to offend them. By that time, I had already learned not to ask pointless questions. The desperation of it all made me feel bitter and stubborn, but fate challenged me, so I accepted the challenge. I had found my mission. I wanted to create a statue that would insult no one. After several weeks of contemplation, I decided to sculpt a chicken. Yes, a simple chicken. What could be offensive about chickens? They are yellow, they chirp, and there's definitely nothing bad about that. Oh, but I couldn't have been more wrong. A week after my sculpture was showcased to my audience, a group of grim-looking people came and fell to their knees before it. They pronounced my statue to be an idol of the deity they worshipped, an infernal duke, Io Ezreal. It turned out there is a duke of hell whose unholy symbol is a chicken. More and more cultists came to see my sculpture every day, and another kind of public arrived. Tough knights with long swords who chopped all the admirers of my talent into pieces. When they were done with the slaughter, they started searching for the person who created the blasphemous chicken. For me! I fled, taking my unfortunate chicken creation with me. I dragged the statue as far as I could and left it in the wilderness. I hope no one finds it here, though since you are reading this, my hope was futile. In this case, you should know, art is pain. Beware of the people who worship chickens, and equally beware those who hate them. And here is the main feeling I was trying to say. I didn't mean to hurt anyone's feelings with this statue. Okay, then.
Let's move.
Please, it's just the... Okay, we know what how this goes.
I'm a fireball.
Kid 7? Wow. Oh, that's no good. No, sir. I should slow these guys down. Wow. Why are these things so hard to kill? I hate when they're ugly. Oh, they're violent. You never know what they're going to do in just a second. Wow. This one's like, Mostly that was one. Was that all you can kill? Ooh. Got money's worth this time. Champions really aren't that good, I find, actually. The mountain where the enemy camp is set up has a great view of the surrounding lands. It's no surprise that the demons decided to claim this strategic point. Wasting no time, the soldiers started erecting a fort that would be the commander's eye in the region. See that you do. Some parrots. The soldiers are concerned with the work of suspicious clockmaker. He has crippled fighters by implanting unknown and sinister-looking prosthetics into their bodies. Troops want to drive away the strange craftsman. Sinister or not, these prosthetics have allowed many to return to ranks. Under the commander's patronage, the craftsmen, who turned out to be an academician as the Clockwork Cathedral, will continue his activities. See that you do. Oh, we got here. Ineluctable Prison. Blade of my sword. Number and status of the demon's slave serve as an indication of the demon's power, which is why naturally Baphomet made sure that his property would not be encroached upon by either his enemies or his own kind. The path through the Ineluctable Prison is barred by a groaning gate. In the entire history of this place, none has ever been able to break it open or unlock it with trickery. The commander is a form of accomplishing the impossible. This is where I get that key for.
Follow me.
What'd that do? What happened here?
I am finished.
Blood gushes down in a never-ending stream. It is unlikely that it came from the prisoners themselves. Most probably this blood was created in the nightmarish reality of the abyssal realm. Huh. Her mistress, Ponoviscus, is dead and gone. Spendak is the word now. Feeblenat is not even a demon. We obeyed Aponovicus, but will never bow to her. That Feeblenat... Now go join your snake, knucklehead.
We
Oh,
will be victorious.
do we have to pick a side?
Endure this.
Fall. Strike with all your might.
Wasted all my money.
On it. See. Go. Retreat is not an option.
If I want to, I'm right.
Make every strike count.
No, you're going. Things are goddamn ugly and stupid. There's a good day, ugly. Oh, I really hope so.
I will bring down the divine wrath.
Holy crap. Side by side with our dominant city. How could you?
Kneel before me. You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Very good, very good.
Too late for apologies.
That's not what I was
Eternal
trying to
Rose,
do.
I call upon you.
Forward!
Oh. Oh no, that's not what I wanted. Stupid. I was trying to put here. Nobody. Stop talking. You're annoying and stupid. You're annoying.
This one's mine!
You won't survive me.
You have been lanified. A happy smile plays on the elf's lips. Her soft, deep voice rings with confidence and joy. Mortals rarely come to the ineluctable prison of their own free will. I'm ever so glad to see you. Once I imprison the one who killed Pontivicus, I'll fully establish myself as mistress of this jail, and I'm sure my little ones would love to play with you. She folds her arms over her round belly and whispers with touching affection. I'll give you a wonderful life. I'll feed you soft Galorian flesh. You'll be strong, brave, wise, just like your father. Interplanar crossbreeding? Fascinating. Just a moment. Don't move a muscle. I need to take some samples, some measurements. Melco cell swab, minor spinal tap. Stand still. What? Stay back. Get your hands away from me. Don't even think about it. How dare you? Let's take a closer look. An ignorant observer might be confused by the strangely hued skin and white hair and eyes, mistaking them for signs of old age or dire affliction. But you recognize this priestess as a drow, a dark elf whose cursed people live in the Darklands. Who are you? I'm Svendek, the new warden of the Ineluctable Prison. After you were so kind to dispatch Pontificus and free up the position of warden, I seized control of the jail with the gracious approval of our lord. He granted me a greater gift, the right to bring a new, beautiful life into the world. Extermination, demon leaders, such a thankless job. Just when you kill one, 3 others are already taking the same spot. Pontivicus? What are you talking about? The foolish Merilith Pontivicus, who heard that Dresden was left defenseless and sought to conquer it. She thought that if she procured a trophy as a glorious wardstone, She could rise to the eyes of our lord, surpass that upstart Vorlesh, and become his archpriestess. But the ugly snake, who had the misfortune of running into you, yes. You're a drow. What are you doing here? I serve my master. You show me the true understanding of pain, and even my people's knowledge pales in comparison. They gave me my lovely babies. And what is this place? It's called the Ineluctable Prison. It's my Lord Baphomet's domain. In this grand labyrinth of cells and torture chambers, his prisoners meet their end and become food for a brood of Lord of Beasts, and we, the faithful, discover our unguile. What was this battle about? Some guards hate me even more than they hated Aponovicius. Others fear her so much that they simply can't believe that a sly serpent is dead. I've ordered that these fools be cut down or tossed in the same cages as the prisoners they were torturing yesterday. It's so punishing watching them get ripped to shreds. Don't get in my way, or I'll kill you like I killed your predecessor. Don't waste your breath on empty threats. You'll never find your way in this maze. I'll just wait until you're lost, and then I'll capture you and throw you in the darkest cell. I'd deal with you myself, but I can't put myself or the life that grows inside me at risk. Give me the hand of the Inheritor, I'll take him by force. I'll do no such thing. My master has already tasted his torment, and it's to his liking. Don't disturb this feast. Already spilled your master's blood before you, threats don't scare me. You had the audacity to wound our lord? You'll pay for this blasphemy, you and your Nocticula. Nocticula's bay. Tourism +3, oh boy. What's that worth? 600 gold. Those Earthbreakers, they're worth a lot, but they're so heavy. Okay guys, it's almost 3 hours my time, so I guess I'll cut it there. I'm not sure how long this episode will be, but I'll still thank you for watching, and we'll pick it up here next time. Alright, I'll see you then. Bye bye.